I never meant to leave you hurting. I never meant to do the worst thing, not to you. 'Cause every time I read your message, I wish I wasn't one of your exes. Now I'm the fool. Since you were gone, it's dancing on my own. This girl's up in my zone, but they can't turn me on. 'Cause baby, you're the only one I'm coming for, and I can't take no more, no more, no more. I wanna, but I'm broken hearted. But I like to party, but I got nobody here on my own. I wanna, but I'm broken hearted. Since the day we party, but I got nobody, so I do it solo.
Hey guys, Legendary Ghidorah here today, and we're going to be talking about venomized Transformers. What is the possibility of that? Well, not the possibility. More like what would happen if, Transformers discovered symbiotes. By the way, got a good versus video. I think I got a good versus video coming out very soon. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Today is not a triple upload day. It's going to be going day by day, and I'll be sticking to what I usually do. So anyway, let's begin. The klyntars are basically venom species. They go around bonding with hosts and benefiting them with their relationships, and sometimes they don't like their hosts and they just reject them. So we're going to talk about what if the Cybertronian race discovered basically symbiotes. So the Klyntar planet is going to be set in Cybertron's galaxy, basically where it is. Basically where it's around Cybertron, but they don't know about it yet until they discover it. So we're going to be running through scenario A. Autobots discover it. Decepticons discover it. Will be scenario B. And then scenario C. They discover it together. So scenario A, we'll start with the Decepticons. We have Shockwave discovering this Klyntar planet, and Megatron's busy with the war. So he's going to have, not Starscream. He's not going to trust him with that. Sorry, Starscream. I think he's going to trust Onslaught with it because, I think the Constructicons were confirmed to be a race on Cybertron. So I think it's going to be Soundwave and the Constructicons trusted with this mission. So they're going to go and discover this Venom planet, so to say. So what happens then? Well, long story short, they come back with a symbiote. Yeah. So if we have that, I think at the end. So if we have that, basically, I think at the end it's going to be a quick wash for the Decepticons. It's going to be a absolute slaughter against the Autobots, because they can make weapons without the whole the mass shifting thing or whatever. The symbiote could literally just make claws on the spot, and they can extend their hands, trap the Autobots and Decepticons, ambush them, hide around their senses, turn invisible, and do all that sort of stuff. They can literally just pierce inside the opponents, and then boom, done. It would just be over. Now, what if the Autobots discovered it? So we're gonna go through Perceptor's perspective. Optimus Prime still, doing his war thing, would send Bumblebee, I believe, Warpath, Blur, Ironhide, Sideswipe, and Jazz. Jazz will be leading this mission. So once Jazz fights one, he comes back with the symbiotes. I think Perceptor would be, I think the Autobots will be more kind to the symbiotes, giving them the choice to choose, choice to bond with them or not. And then, the symbiotes, they kind of love bonding, so they would do that. Then we would get venomized Autobots. Now, it might take a lot to cover Metroplex, because that dude is over 600 feet tall. So you have that. So it might take a lot of symbiotes to cover Metroplex, but I think they'll do it eventually. So yeah, you kind of have that. Then if you give it to characters like Blur, their speed is going to be enhanced. Characters like Drift, oh man, Drift with invisible capabilities, that is deadly. So Sorry if I say so a lot, you guys. Then you have, the whole entire war in general. What happens then? Long story short, Autobots' bad luck goes away. They turn around that war on the spot, and I think they actually take it. I think we would have a Grimlock moment where, maybe he gets a symbiote during Shockwave's chapter, and then, he sees Optimus Prime with one, and then it's like, hey, Grimlock, we're actually going to take this fight to Chaos. You in, bro? Like, you come from one end, we come from the other. And Grimlock's like, oh, yeah, we down with that. Yo, let's go, Dinobots. Yo, let's get y'all symbiotes and let's go. All right, shoot, let's move. So I think, long story short, yeah. So I think it's safe to say that, Autobots' bad luck goes away. They pretty much wash the Decepticons at this point, and they pretty much end the war. Do they go to Earth? Maybe. Eventually. Sometime in the future, maybe. But I don't see them going to Earth if they really just beat the Decepticons because of the symbiotes. Then at that point, who knows what happens? Cybertron is at peace. Megatron's dead. And boom. Everything's done. They live side by side with symbiotes, and they pretty much, they love it. I bet they both will love it. So, scenario C. Join Cybertronian front. This is when Autobots and Decepticons are at peace. So what happens when they both discover it? Shockwave and Perceptor relay this to Optimus Prime and Megatron, and then boom. What happens? So then we get the point where they go to the symbiotes in peace, and then, the symbiote bonds with maybe Cliff Jumper. Let's give Cliff Jumper some love. We get a symbiote like Cliff Jumper, and they bond with him. So basically, so they can communicate, because symbiotes do have a hard time communicating without a host. So you kind of would have that, and then yeah, I think it's safe to say that Autobots and Decepticons get along with symbiotes. The symbiotes get an array of hosts, and they mutually benefit from it entirely. Ooh, excuse me. So yeah, I think it's very, very good that it would be. I meant to say that it would be very beneficial for both sides if they, bond, under United Front, because it's really that. It's really just, the symbiotes just benefit from it as well. Venom from the end story actually benefits from this as well, because he gets not only the superhero abilities, not only the Marvel Universe's abilities from all the people he's bonded with, or anyone who's bonded with a symbiote over the years, but he gets Cybertronian abilities as well. That is just, that's just, that's just good on its own. Venom becomes more powerful. The Cybertronian race is more advanced. Maybe along the way they would, study the symbiotes more and more, to the point where they find out their regenerative properties, and Shockwave and Perceptor, along with Wheeljack, Ratchet, and a bunch of other scientists, my boy Knockout as well. Maybe that would be the science team, okay? Then they would basically put their minds together, basically diagnose the symbiote's regenerative property, and then boom, they'll be able to give new Cybertronians, and maybe even some of the old ones, regenerative properties, and maybe even longevity. Maybe they can live much longer than they're supposed to. I mean, maybe more than 10 million years. Because you gotta remember, guys, Cybertronians can live for ages. I mean, Grimlock survived the age of the dinosaurs. Didn't age one bit. Was still the same Grimlock we all know and love. He's been around for millions, if not billions of years, okay? That's how bad it is. That's how ridiculous these Transformers really don't age. So, if Cybertronians, in a long story short, had became venomized, they would all benefit from it in their own way. From the Decepticon side, they win a lot quicker. Autobot side, they bounce back and win a lot more devastatingly and a lot more single-handed and a lot more, one-sidedly as well, because the Autobots definitely needed that. And then if they're both united, both symbiotes and Cybertronians benefit from it, and they get something from each other. Even Venom gets something out of it. So, long story short, everybody wins. Everybody really wins. Everybody gets something out of it. Especially Venom from the end story. He gets more abilities like sound waves, sonic blast, Grimlock's rage increase, Optimus Prime's connection to, the multiverse, okay? Maybe he'll even bond with the, maybe he bonds with the Primes before that, okay? So long story short, you guys, the symbiotes benefit from this as well as the Cybertronians. But let me know what you guys think. Please comment down below, like and subscribe, and share with your friends. And this is Legendary